Let's read this article here from PC Gamer. Editors for Twitch streamers work tirelessly for low pay and no recognition. Look, we got Hassan. We got the girl, Pokimane, and 4 other things that I don't know. The underpaid and unrecognized editors behind Twitch's biggest streamers want and deserve more. Long hours, no pay, and no recognition. Incredible. When Yasuo, the popular League of Legends Twitch streamer, shouts to his video editor that he will receive a bonus 3 cents for every YouTube like on a future clip, it's hard not to feel a little sad for him. Okay, well, first let me go look up who Yasuo is. I know that's a popular League of Legends champion for the most toxic and worst people on the internet. That I don't like you if you play Yasuo. Sorry about that, guys. Just kind of sneezed there. Anyway, let's see. Okay, so he gets 3 cents for every single video that gets released. For every like. For like every new... So, okay, let's see. He needs to post maybe once every day, around 70,000 views. Let's use this one. Okay, so this video has 2,800 likes. So the bonus that they would get for this video would be... Let's see, times 0.03. $84. That's not bad for one day. I mean, I can't imagine how long it would take to edit an 11-minute long clip. It looks like they watched one game. It's a game of one clip and then some gambling. So, okay, that seems pretty decent. You get out of here. The editor, Pinoy, takes it as a challenge, though. And it's a bonus. He jumps into frame. What's the hourly? You don't. So I just want you guys to understand something. You don't do hourly for stuff like this because it would be really a bad way to advertise yourself. I remember coming across a TikTok, but when it comes to we'll say trades in this capacity, you don't really want to do hourly, right? You want a good product. So you say, I'll give you this much money for a good product. That's it. Boom. And they produce product. Again, $84 as a bonus for a 10-minute video. It might have taken them a couple hours to make. I don't really know what to tell you. So it's $84. He watched one. It seemed like he watched one league video or watched one league game, made a clip out of it for some good moments. And it's $84 plus whatever else the negotiated pay was. It actually sounds like a decent amount of money. He jumps into frame and commands anybody watching the video to slam both the like and dislike button to maintain balance as he imitates Thanos in a surprisingly well-acted yet low-quality remake of the scene in Avengers: Infinity War. Pinoy is unforgettable as he zigzags around the screen with, frankly, more charisma than the streamer he's supposed to be promoting. Oh, okay. This isn't a Yasuo video. This is a Pinoy video, if only for a moment. That attitude and willingness to insert himself into the video is why Pinoy is a rarity among the usually invisible editors behind the biggest names on YouTube and Twitch, or on Twitch. Yasuo fans know who's putting the videos together, and that's why anytime there's a bonus involved, it helps to get him paid. Oh, so that's cool. It sounds like this guy's not unrecognized. Sounds like he gets paid decently. Okay, that's kind of cool. Pinoy's videos, which feature snappy compilations of moments from Yasuo streams, bring in 50 to 100,000 views each. Even if a lot of those viewers don't click through the Twitch channel, they've helped the YouTube channel gain enough traction on its own to gather around 1.5 million subscribers. Pinoy wouldn't tell me how much money he makes creating these eccentric videos for Yasuo and other streamers like Vienna, but I spoke to several editors like him for the story who believe they deserve more. First of all, you didn't talk to him, so you can't really speak to his situation. Sounds like he's doing rather fine. Second of all, editors like him, I don't know who they are. They might believe they deserve more. I don't really know what to tell you. Let's see what's going on here. A lot of ads, though. Every big Twitch streamer has to make YouTube and other platforms like TikTok seriously, or have to take it seriously. It's part of building the brand, introducing people to what you do in a short-form way that Twitch simply doesn't have the means to. Many streamers are live for 6 to 8 hours a day, which leaves no time for the long editing process, so they hire one of the many freelance editors out there ready to bite. Several of the editors I spoke to for this story not only make videos and thumbnails for YouTube, but they also manage entire YouTube channels. That means publishing anywhere from 6 to 10 videos a month, writing descriptions, moderating comments, making community posts, and watching analytics. That's all alongside the immense amount of work it takes to make the videos. Some editors have to scrub through full streams to pick out funny or skillful moments, a process that can take several hours and sometimes even longer than the stream itself. Others get clips handed to them from the streamers, but not every streamer is directly involved in the process. A lot of people, especially for bigger streamers, they'll people will clip you for you. I don't know if you know that. They'll clip it for you. Like you could do Twitch, like you could clip stuff on Twitch, and it puts it into like a clip thing. But anyway, once the editors have the clips, they bring them into a video editing software like Adobe Premiere. Oh, is that a sponsor? And start laying in effects, subtitles, and memes. You need a good eye for comedic timing and for the sort of moments that not only sell the streamer's personality but keep a YouTube viewer's attention. And given YouTube's increasing thirst for video drops, you have to do all this in a short amount of time or risk losing precious viewers. The time it takes depends on the video. I made some in 4 hours. Others can take days. A lot of that of the time, it really comes down to the tedium of cutting a VOD down to exactly what you need and want for the video. Pinoy said. Am I saying that right? Pinoy? Pinoy? I don't know. I'm old. By the time you can start adding the fun bits, you're already exhausted mentally and physically, and it can be hard to find any creativity. I'll often wait until another day to even start on the next part unless I'm under a deadline. And then afterwards, I'm dead for at least a couple days. Lug, a video editor for the popular Twitch streamer Snuffy, told me. Lug said he's satisfied with the relationship with Snuffy, but knows it gets hard for others out there. To call them editors is an understatement. They are producers and sometimes full-on content creators, making all the same decisions they would on their own, except most of the credit goes to the streamer. So it seems like these guys that they're talking to get treated well by their individuals. In other media, the amount of work Twitch editors do would make you a respectable salary. Video editors outside of YouTube, freelance or not, often do less work for a lot more pay. In the U.S., they can earn around $50,000 to $120,000 a year working in film, depending on the size of the project, and there are unions too, something that is still only grassroots for YouTube editors. So here's the thing. Here's my thing. Just reading through this, my question is, why don't you just go get that job? The answer is probably because you're not really skilled in the way that you would need an editor to be skilled to do a film. Films. So I actually went to school for like game and web design. I used to be pretty proficient in like After Effects, stuff like that. I'm not really anymore. I don't really do much editing when I do my own editing. The editing on YouTube is nowhere near the intensity of the editing on anything else in any capacity. It's mostly kind of jump cuts, zoom ins, maybe some subtitles, something that you can probably pick up and learn in less than a week. It's really not that difficult to do. And if you get really good at it, you can do it faster for the same money. This is the problem when you're talking about getting introduced into working in a job that requires very low skill. You need to stop pretending that you deserve more. Diversify your bonds. I don't know what to tell you. Go to school while you do this. I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like you have a super I can do a bunch of like jump edit stuff as well on my. I just don't. It's not that difficult to do. I'm not trying to be rude. It might take some time, but again, you can get faster and better at it. But the introduction isn't that high. That's why there's so many people who want to do this, because a lot of you guys are like, I love YouTube. Oh my goodness, I bought Wondershare from Laura, and now I can do all this. Okay. The accessibility of streaming, the precarity of the platform, and the niche they operate in makes being an editor for Twitch streamers often exploitative. Twitch requires streamers to hit 75 concurrent viewers and to stream at least 25 hours a month before they're eligible to become a Twitch partner to get a larger cut from subscriptions. Okay, sure. But pay from subscriptions and ad fluctuates based on the number of factors. From the game they're playing to the times they choose to stream. Without a massive established audience, it's possible to make streaming a steady job. Sure, okay. Small streamers want curated videos to push towards those goals and expand their ways of making money, but can't often pay their editors fairly. And the big okay, well that makes sense because they're not getting paid as well. And the big streamers that do are few in number. What's left are a ton of skilled editors who have little individual power to negotiate their rates, whether it's because the streamer doesn't make much on their own, which makes sense, or because they're so successful that it feels like they could find anybody to make their videos. Yes, because they're not really that skilled. I'm not trying to be rude. Some of them can be very skilled. I get that they take skill to do these things. I think the bigger skill relies on finding the material that would be interesting more than the actual editing itself. But okay. The struggle to stand out. On the streamer side of things, getting an editor is like making a long-term investment that might not pay off for years or at all. All it could take is one clip exploding on social media or YouTube, but it's only getting harder to stand out as streaming continues to grow. Success in an algorithmically governed media landscape takes luck. In the beginning, you have to understand that you'll be working at a loss since you won't generate much revenue. But investing in a channel that will slowly grow and make back its money is important because visibility is ultimately how you grow as a content creator. Bao, a popular VTuber on Twitch, told me, oh, that was the end of the sentence. Bao, I don't care, employs a team of editors and told me that for her, it's important to adapt their payment as your channel grows, but for many other streamers, the value of clips goes unrecognized. It's important to think about the portion of your audience that only perceives you through bite-sized clips, and think about why they might be interested in catching your live streams or your streams live. She said, right now, they're only window shopping. But what do you think will make them stay? The problem is that nobody knows how many people will stay. It's difficult to formalize the conversion rate for how many YouTube viewers, let alone viewers, from any other platform. Click over to Twitch. Many streamers are forced to treat YouTube like its own audience. Doing so requires to grapple with the complexities of trying to grow in a completely separate space where the algorithmic trends might not align with the kind of videos you make. Add in TikTok and Instagram and Twitter, and it's become a lot to manage by yourself. To be a content creator in 2020 is to stretch yourself across the internet and hope you don't get torn apart. Okay. This is a long article. Wow. Oh, no, it's not. It's just a lot of ads. For exposure, Twitch as a platform is hyper-competitive, where streamers spend every second trying to grow their view count, or at least trying to stay stable. With thousands of streamers live on Twitch every day, only the top 0 or 0.015% of them make enough to live on, according to data leaked from Twitch's internal records last year. I wonder how much they think is enough to live on. Popular streamers like Dr. Lupo and the Tim the Tatman move to other platforms where the pay is more consistent. Untied from the front line for attention on Twitch, but many don't get those opportunities and are stuck searching for what game or topic or gimmick will bring in the viewers each week. The editors below then pick up them. Oh, the editors below them pick up the crumbs. They take on jobs at a rate and a workload that would be unfathomable in any other industry. I disagree. I don't know what to tell you. You guys must not know how internships work for a lot of other people. Nah, probably not, but okay. And they're often invisible to the people who watch their work. The relationship between streamer and editor is fraught because nothing on Twitch is stable. Even in the best scenarios like Pinoy showing up in Yasuo's videos and becoming known as part of the process, the onus is, however jokingly, put on the audience to keep him paid well. Pinoy, for what it's worth, is happy with his job and said that he views himself as supplementary, but said he has several friends who do incredible work that don't get recognized in the same way. The issue is it's harder for them to strike good deals with streamers since it's harder to stand out with stream highlights, and I think that's a shame, he said. Editors frequently get hired because they're already fans of the streamer or following them in some way. When Ninja wants an editor, he can just tweet for one, much like how chat mods dedicate a lot of their time to streamers for no pay. It's common for editors to do the same simply because they're a fan of and want to help somebody they already like. It's easy for a streamer to take advantage of this dynamic and refuse to pay editors at all. And even when they do, negotiations happen in Discord DMs and rarely involve any kind of contract. So jobs can fizzle out anytime and end abruptly. Well, just so you know, anything is a contract, really. But I know what you're saying. That's just a video-by-video basis, but this is a highly volatile space. So what can change? Probably nothing. Earlier this month, I posted a Twitter about my short experience as an editor for a fairly popular Twitch streamer. I wrote that I got paid $100 for what would have been what would often be 4 to 5 hours of work cutting a video together. That's somewhat reasonable if you're a nobody. Who are you? Okay. The response to this tweet was overwhelming, with many streamers and editors expressing their frustration with the job's underappreciation and relying their own experiences, and many non-editors were surprised to hear about the hours of work that goes into it at all. Wait, what are you talking about? $100 for 5 hours of work is not that bad. I don't know. That's just me. Okay. I don't know. I mean, I used to work for that much money, so I don't really understand. Yeah, it's a half a mug every 2 videos. Nice. That's what it'll take. You'll take a half a mug of root beer for 2 videos? Wow. I'll give you a whole mug of root beer every video. Whole bottle. I'll give you a 6-pack. The volatility of streaming on Twitch obfuscates the labor that goes into content creation from the thousands of people that visit the site every day. Streamers become their own independent businesses and have to find a way to fight in an arena for attention. And that trickles down to all the underpaid editors they hire for things to maternally change. Oh, I guess they were saying that the $100 was too high for them. Okay, now that makes sense because I said that that was reasonable, and they're saying that that was too high for them. Okay, that makes sense. So they wanted to pay them less. Now that I thought about that, that makes sense. Okay, now. Twitch would have to fundamentally alter their relationships with streamers and begin treating them more like its own employees. With the company reportedly looking to increase the amount of ads and lowering how much Twitch partners get paid, this doesn't seem like it'll happen anytime soon, not as long as the stream platform continues to grow rapidly. Short of that, streamers should better recognize the role of editors and make a more responsible decision on whether or not they can afford one. The Twitch clip economy thrives on the backs of the skilled editors making way less than their worth. And it's through only recognizing their efforts that the job of being an editor can hopefully start to improve for everyone. I've been editing for a long time now, and since I was a kid, I loved making people laugh and smile, as corny as it sounds, Pinoy said. Seeing hundreds, if not thousands of people's days be just a smidge better is a good feeling. Or is a feeling I can't really describe, but you can be damn sure it's motivating. Maybe not everyone needs or maybe even wants recognition for their work, but I think a lot probably do, and could use a little love thrown their way, Lug said. I definitely couldn't work if there wasn't very much recognition, but like all things, there's a balance. Yeah, I guess advocate for like, hey, can you pay me plus recognition for my work? If I work too much for myself and nobody else, I'd fail. If I work too much for others' recognition, I'd fail. That's the case for me anyway. Okay. Correction. A previous version of the story opened with a sentence about how Pinoy doesn't get paid as much as he deserves. In the absence of knowing that exact detail of the relationship with his clients, we've amended to represent the other editors we spoke to for the story. We also added clarification about his relationship with that. Okay, cool. All right. Interesting video. I don't pay editors because I don't have an editor. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and another special shout out to all my Patreon and Twitch subs. If you'd like to support this channel further than you already have by just watching the video alone, go down in the links below where you can sub on my Patreon, which will allow you to get your name on this beautiful black wall. Or you can go to the Twitch page and you can actually use a free Amazon Prime sub, if you have Amazon Prime, to subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. Take care.